The FIA Formula One World Championship here this weekend returns to Azerbaijan for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And let's just say we are racing around a very famous 6.003 kilometers of circuit. We're racing around, well, a bunch of buildings. Here, 3 sectors, 51 laps, and the track lap record held at a 140.6 around the circuit, 27 meters in elevation, 366 kilometers an hour. The top speed you will be reaching around this very, very iconic looking circuit. Soft, medium, and hard compound tyres being used this weekend: C6, C5, and C4. The 5th time this season we've used the C6 soft compound tyre. We're about to get FP1 underway. Let's send it up to Harry Benjamin and friends up in the commentary box.
200 miles per hour, as I said. There's Harry Benjamin up in commentary alongside me, Anthony Davidson, Bernie Collins to keep me company. And I mean, we went around the track yesterday. It is mighty round here, isn't it? It's sort of got to be seen to believed at times.
It really is. It feels like a proper raw street circuit. It doesn't feel like it's been perfectly manicured like some of the ones we go to in the season, maybe somewhere like Singapore, for example. But this one is a bit rough and ready, and you feel that from inside the car, you really do.
And obviously Bernie being a street track as well, doesn't get used, well, gets used by the road traffic during the remainder of the year, but not much racing action. So what can we expect in FP1?
Yeah, well, that's not great for the F1 cars, particularly in this early P1 session. It was going to be pretty dusty and dirty out there, so you're going to see big track improvement through the session. That's something for the drivers to get their head around. Where they brake in will change lap on lap, and that's very important. This circuit is about driver confidence, and the earlier that they can get that, the better that their entire race weekend will be.
All right then, well, not long to find out how the next hour of running goes. Before we get the green light, let's head down to the pit lane for the first time and say good afternoon, Ted Kravitz.
Good afternoon, Azerbaijani time, Harry and Anthony and Bernie. Good morning if you're watching us elsewhere in Europe or the UK and Ireland. And we're expect to see a very dusty pit lane as well, always is. But here at Red Bull Racing, we find a very happy team because they are back on top of the podium in Formula One. A very happy Max Verstappen, who's obviously never more happy than when he's driving a racing car. He's been driving his racing car around the Nordschleife, the famous Nürburgring, the old circuit, the green hell, as Jackie Stewart called it. But he's happiest when he's racing, and he's come straight here and is ready to race once again. Harry, the only thing that's going wrong at Red Bull at the moment is that they're underneath a leaky roof. And Ollie the mechanic is doing his best to fix it, but the leak, it keeps coming down. It's just the way it is, and some early rain is just sort of pooling down here. So we've got the little absorbing pads here. They've done a good job. And it's one of those things. Max will come out of the garage. I think he'll go that way, so he might actually get, you know, when you kind of get rained on, when rain falls off a building, goes splat right on your head. You think, where's that? The same is going to happen to the reigning world champion. A little bit of a damp patch outside the Red Bull garage. Apart from that, everything's rosy down here.
Nice one, Ted. Grab a blow dry and help out. I'm sure teamwork makes the dream work, doesn't it? We actually had a bit of a leak in the commentary box as well. So thankfully we managed to salvage that one. But yeah, a bit of work going on down there as well at Mercedes. But while we look at Max Verstappen, I mean, if you're going to call this a rogue circuit for anybody, it actually might be Max Verstappen. It's not his best track when you look at the stats.
I wouldn't say rogue circuit. I don't think he really struggles anywhere. Yeah, you'd have to say, based on his brilliant performance on most circuits that we see him race at, this, if you were going to pick any, this would be the one where you'd say maybe not quite as dominant as he is around other tracks. But let's see how he gets on this year. You know, the car has changed a lot through last season into this year, and also just in the last race. They feel like they've, at Red Bull, unlocked something in the car, and maybe that will translate into this track as well and give Max Verstappen an even stronger feeling in the Red Bull round here.
Yeah, well, in the last 8 years around Baku, it is his least successful track in terms of podiums. Only 2, but of course he's had some bad luck along the way as well. That's the stats.
But that just goes to show a little bit, you know, we've had years here where Checo Perez in that Red Bull was ahead of Max Verstappen. I think last year I qualified him, if I'm right in that. And then that's one of the things, that this is driver confidence on the brake. You need to be, Ant will probably describe it much more delicately than I will, but there's a lot of these, you can see it now on that, in the heli shot, these right-hander corners. You need to be quite aggressive on that, and that is something that maybe Max hasn't always been the best at. But let's see here.
Well, cars out on track then as the clock begins to count down. With his first hour's running of free practice one, it's Franco Colapinto making his way towards the tight and twisty Old Town through the left-hander of turn 8 and a track. And the Colapinto raced last year up and over the hill. Such an amazing corner, that amazing complex. Colapinto scored points around here, so good confidence for the Argentine.
Good confidence, but you know what? I wince even at slow speed when you watch the cars come through there for the first time. These super wide cars at 2 meters in width, and in a part of the circuit that's barely over 7 meters wide through the castle section there. And you just think how they navigate that in these supremely quick racing cars is something that most people back at home would fail to appreciate. Something I can appreciate, having been there and done it in my life. But it's really threading the eye of the needle through that part of the circuit. So as they continue to build up the speed through that castle section, as we call it, it is something that really should behold. We should behold that through the rest of the weekend. And it's you accelerating out of turn 6 here, the right-hander, then that short burst towards turn 7 coming up next, the next 90-degree right-hander. And then it's out of that, as we follow Ollie Behrman there, it's out of this one, you're re-accelerating basically up to a brick wall. Look at that. And then at some point inside the car, it kind of opens up a bit to the left, and there's the castle section where you go uphill. So a fascinating part of the circuit, a real brave bit of circuit design from Herman Tilke. This is a Tilke designed track, albeit, you know, using roads of the street that it already existed. But to be brave enough to say, yeah, and then on this part we're going to take F1 cars up through the castle section and narrow a part of track, it's pretty special.
It certainly is, isn't it? This is Lando Norris, though, who makes his way out onto the track. And a bit of a fight back on his hands last time out in Baku, made his way up through the grid after a bit of an issue in qualifying, and that left him squandering down the back. But then in terms of the sort of run plan then, Bernie, particularly when you're McLaren, is there a bit of a weight on their shoulders this weekend? They're so far ahead of the championship, but this is the first opportunity they can to take the title. They just want a nice, clean and easy weekend.
Yeah, I'd imagine in all of the briefings that they've sat in this week or in the factory before they got here earlier in the week, there'll be, let's not focus on that, run the race weekend as we normally could, it's just another race weekend, don't look at the championship position. All of those things will have been said over and over again. Just do your normal job, just get a nice clean weekend, you know, because it is those weekends where things could go wrong, but in the back of everyone's mind, that will be there, that, you know, ability to get the championship, because think of how comfortable that leaves the team going forward for the rest of the year.
And Lando, we're going to need to box this lap, or just be stopping on the march to remove something.
Have a look.
Yeah, we've got quite a nice position in our commentary box, right opposite the McLaren garage. Lando Norris still out on track, making his way back now, just coming down that long back straight, over 2.2 kilometres long before you head to turn 1, or if you're going to go into the pit lane, you'll dart to the left. You've got to stay to the left of the dotted white line.
I think they may have, I'm sorry Harry, I think they may have left something on the air pitot. I think they've left the pitot cover on, the yellow, see the fluorescent yellow, as he comes in here, there's a fluorescent yellow part on the air pitot they've been covered. I think that's what they're going to remove here. I just saw, but yeah, there you go. See, yeah, it was just the cover on the front there. That's what they had spotted, and they're removing. So, yeah, that was a good spot by McLaren.
He's had some tools left in there as well. He's got yellow flag out on track. It's Gabriel Bortoleto who finds himself facing the wrong way and gets himself back going again. That was down at turn 3, I think, in the Sauber.
It was one of those 90-degree left-hand corners that Bernie talked about earlier on. So you've got 3 of them in succession, turn 1, 2, and then 3. So this is, you're up to pretty much VMAX at this point, around 200 miles an hour, and you're braking, but makes a quick decision to just take this escape road rather than commit into the corner.
And that sort of decision is really important here, because what every driver needs, not even the new drivers, every driver needs laps on the board at this circuit. They need to begin to learn the circuit. It's a difficult one to learn. It's a difficult one to get all the braking zones right. So what you need more than any other circuit, or a bit like Monaco, I guess, is laps on the board. So you don't want any damage, anything that ruins your run plan at this early stage. So you need to make that decision early. Ruin that lap, fine, but the car lives on to fight for another lap, and that's what's really important in this sort of P1 session.
Well, there's some tools left in the cockpit of what Lando's car. A few races ago as well. Oh, it gets so tight, doesn't it, for Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari on a hot lap on the soft tyre. Yellow flag out on track as well. Bit of traffic it gets out of the way. I think might be in Hamilton, who he's approaching now on the left through the left-hander. Leclerc committed in those early stages and then backs off.
Recharge on, back off, recharge on, back off. Avoid full load, keep low revs. Avoid full load, keep low revs.
All action out on the track. What does that mean, Bernie? What's he saying there to Oscar?
Yeah, that actually sounds like there's a bit of an issue with that car. I can see the crew are out in the pits, stop waiting for him. So there's something that they've seen. It sounds like a hydraulic issue, and they're trying to avoid low revs. It'll be something PU system related. We don't know obviously if that's engine or chassis side or some setup in the car, but they are going to bring that car back in. But they have seen something in the data that they are telling him to slow down and get that car back.
Actually, when it's hydraulics, it'd be told to not shift gear as well. That wasn't in the message. Oh, just having another look at that pitot tube cover. I mean, it really shouldn't leave the garage with that bright fluorescent cover on it, but mistakes can happen, as you said in the past, Harry.
And a quick unscrew, and no harm done for Lando Norris, and he'll make his way back onto the track. Indeed, already out there at the moment. And here he is, making his way down towards turn 3. The third of the left-handers, really 490-degree corners open up this lap as Alex Albon has lost his mirror. I mean, how useful are the mirrors anyway on some of these Formula One cars? We get a nice little look on board Lando coming through that really tricky, almost never-ending left-hander of 5 out through 6. And I always wonder, they're so tiny. How do you actually, when you're travelling at speeds where it's...
Well, no, not exactly. I didn't exactly need to be honest. Well, for me, it's Friday, so, you know, what else better is there to do? What else is there better to do, to be honest? Yeah. I know, I'm watching FP1. I mean, it's Friday, I don't need to be honest. What else is there better to do? Russell?
It's been a bit of fun, and I think it's a race.
I have exams to study for right now. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry, Wide Man loves Baby Blue. I'm sorry. I feel bad. I do. I know you would really love to be watching FP1 than wanting to be doing that right now. I know you would very much be wanting to watch FP1 than be studying. My deepest, sincerest apologies go out to you, my friend. As we watch Alex Albon getting right up close to the tight-ish barriers around this 6.003 kilometre circuit. Watching, oh, very close there for Max Verstappen on the exit there of turn 15. Turn 16 now on the exit using the curb. Turn 17, this is the fast complex of corners. 17, 18. Flick right, flick left, flick right. Through 17, 18 and 19 now. Opening that DRS. That very, very long back straight on the exit of 19. There's a tiny little kink in the road, which is turn 20. Max Verstappen, though, moves up into P2, 144.370. Now, one thing Harry Benjamin, Anthony Davidson, and I forgot the other girl's name, Bernie Collins, didn't mention, is that everybody is on, at the moment, the soft compound tyres. which is, it's quite interesting, to be honest, as to why everybody else is on the soft compound tyres. Again, it is the C6 tyre, so it's a softer tyre to the ones that they have been using the last few rounds. If it was the C4 or even the C5 tyres, probably knowing what the C4, the harder compound tyre, does, then you probably would have tested that in Monaco, being the C4 would have been the best tyre to use. Now, here heading into Baku, the softs probably won't be the best to use around this circuit. The tyre degradation here, not that high, but it's not really some windy sort of corners that can hurt the tyres. What's good, Thomas? Welcome to the stream. You've joined quite conveniently. Hello and welcome, Thomas. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so the tyre degradation isn't that high around here. So I am quite literally expecting for the softs actually not to be that bad, as we're looking, Oscar Piastri seems to have a tiny little problem with that car. He's our World Championship leader at the moment, and that car is in the pit lane with no time. 12 minutes gone in this session. Speaking of 12 minutes gone, 12 minutes into this session, George Russell has just hit the fastest time of the session, 1:44.1. I'm going to open up my live timings. Don't have my keyboard with me. LIP. Give me a second, Thomas. Give me a second. Thomas and viewers, give me a second. Carlos Sainz getting up close to the tech barrier. Nearly ripping off the rear suspension in the process, as that Mercedes has done a really good job. The other thing that will be quite important this weekend, as I say that. Ugh. Need my keyboard. Come on, turn on. It's on. Perfect. Okay. The other thing that will be quite important this weekend is I had it. Oh, flip. Is trying not to damage the car. I was onto a point. I was on a roll. Quickly got ruined. I was on a roll. I was on a point. As Lando Norris crosses the line, he does improve. 1:43.747. Very, very nice time indeed. As we've got a red flag. Red flag out in this session. As to who that is, I have no idea, because my internet's starting to be really slow. Oh, now, is that curbing damaged, or is that a bit of debris? Gasly?
There's a piece of carbon on in the right corner.
Gasly saying there's a piece of carbon. Now, I thought that was a curb that was damaged, because of course these curbs, they're quite, they're having to be put in at the start of every race weekend, so they can be quite sensitive, but yeah, so they're red flags. So that's actually going to help Oscar Piastri, because everybody will be losing. They'll be having to restart their run plane now, as there you go. So Oscar's car is rapidly being fixed. Oscar will know this circuit, but of course he won't know the conditions. So there's a disadvantage and there's an advantage, and I think not 70-80% of the field will know this circuit anyway. So, but then again, the track evolves so much. The conditions can be so much more different to what it was last year, when there's been road cars out there, there's been public, so you know, there's leaves and dust and dirt and grime all over the circuit. Who knows what's on the circuit? So that's the only thing that can really disadvantage you at this point. And one thing that's disadvantaging me at the moment is the ads on Fox. So this is a very much a disadvantage to my liking, and what would have been my liking of an uninterrupted Fox coverage. But that's not going to happen, as George Russell runs down the back straight, and that's more than just a bit of debris. That is something hanging off the back of a curb. There's going to be a problem here if that marshal can't pull that bit of what looks to be rubber off the curb, and they're needing assistance there, marshal, to try and pull this out of the curbstone. This is going to be a problem. We might be here for a while, ladies and gentlemen, if the marshals can't pull that, what looks to be a bit of rubber off. I don't even know, is that a bit of conveyor belt? Oh, there you go, he's got it. Very good job there from that marshal, getting what looks to be a bit of conveyor belt off the back of what looks to be a curb. That's really strange. I've probably never seen that before. That definitely looked to be a bit of hello. I can't again if Elizabeth was here, the memes would be insane. Pyranethi. Hello Pyranethi, welcome to the stream. Hello. How are we all? But that's really strange. I've never seen I've really in my time of watching cars go around a circuit, I've never seen a conveyor belt stuck under a curb. It looks to be a bit of conveyor belt, unless it's just a big strip of rubber. I don't know why you'd be bloody putting rubber under a curb. That's the strangest thing I've seen. Or that can just be from I don't know what that's from, to be honest. Don't even ask, because I have no idea. The iconic castle section, that, my friends, is an iconic bit of circuit. That very much is. Thank you for the like. Of course, if you are enjoying the stream, hit like button. While as I was about to say that, we're on a red flag, but we're no longer on a red flag. We're now back to green flag racing. Alright, where's Elizabeth? She was usually first on streams. She normally is. I think it's like 5:30 in the morning for her, so I'm gonna let her rest. Also, nobody asked me how my week break off was. It was quite good, actually. It was very much deserved. But then you guys will only see me for 3 weeks worth of streams. But there'll be at least 20 hours worth, so... Because I've got more. Actually, there'll be more than just 20 hours worth of streams. There'll be 20... There will be more. More than just 20 hours worth of streams. Because there's one 6-hour stream, one 8-hour stream, another possible 6-hour stream, then another 6-hour stream, then a Formula 1 round, then Freca Italian F4. So, math nerds, put that up in your head and figure that out. It's currently like 8:30 at night. I'm not figuring that out. 8:30 at night. Hell no. Actually, no, that clock's wrong. It's 10:30 at night. Over. Is it? I don't even know. I don't even know what time it is right now. I really couldn't care. Everybody's in the pit lane with 30 minutes to go. You would have thought that people would be eager to get out onto the circuit. Nobody's eager after that red flag. Nobody is eager. They're boring the fans. Look at them. Look at the fans. They're so bored. They're totally not waving to the camera. Hello. Look at them. They're so bored. There's nothing out in the circuit. They're so bored. Look at them. They've got no motivation to be here. They're so bored. No motivation whatsoever. You cannot see it in their faces. No motivation. Like, they totally didn't spend, like, I don't know, $20 on a beer. That's how demotivated they are, Thomas and viewers. Thomas and viewers, that's how demotivated they are. They spent 20 quid on a bloody beer and bloody... Oh, that's how demotivated... Oh, God. The demotivation is real. Oh, that is sad. I'm kidding. No, it doesn't. I'd love to go to Baku. I'd love to go to Baku. It would really be cool. Oh, yep. I know. The demotivation is real. Nico Hulkenberg getting... Where's the DHL close to the wall? Because we need that. I think that was touching the wall. I think that was touching the wall. I genuinely think that was touching the wall. Ah, there you go. Expect the unexpected. Exactly. That's what Formula 1 is all about. What else is this? What else is all about? Make sure you catch the focus streams because they're going to be interesting. We've got championship battles going on in Formula 1 and Italian F4 can be wrapped up this weekend, which is what's going to make it interesting. Meanwhile, in Freca, I missed last weekend, which I'm really pissed about. Championship is down to 3 points. How old are you, buddy? I don't think that matters. I don't think that matters. Why would I tell you that? What? In what world? Why would I... Oh, okay. There are some weird people in this world. Why would I tell you that? That's... Oh my god. God damn. There are some weird people in this world. I think aliens would be weirder than what humans are. It's okay. Oh, okay. Well, there are some weird people in this world. This ain't a dating site, mate. Exactly. This ain't a dating site. Anyway, this ain't a dating site. Oh, God. There are some weird people in this world. Like, that's... Okay. This ain't a dating site. This is a Formula 1 stream, not a dating site. If this said dating stream, then I'd tell you that, but it's not. God damn. And why would I tell you that? Any events planned / unreleased? Okay. Huge! Unreleased. There's... Well, we all know one. New viewers, you would have no idea. But Thomas, Elizabeth, all that would know. There's one unreleased video that I can... What's the heck? Paddock cat? Huh? What? Huh? Paddock cat. This day can't get any weirder. This day cannot get any weirder. What? Paddock cat. Charles Leclerc, my husband loves you. Oh, huge. There's a fan's husband that loves Leclerc. Awesome. Back to the topic. No, I've got no scheduled videos except one. Which I tend to keep just procrastinating. Well, is that the word? No. Yes. I don't have the brain cells. 10 PM streaming hits hard. 10 PM streaming does hit hard. Indeed. Indeed, my friends, 10 PM streaming does hit hard. Hits different. It very much hits different. What is it with Baku this weekend? Thomas, I don't know if you've noticed this, but my viewers have just shot by quadruple 5. Alright. Thomas, I don't know if you've noticed this, but my viewers have just, like, times by 5 this weekend. I don't know what it is, but it just has. Now, there's a red light at the end of the pit lane. That's a big problem. People actually can't hit the circuit. That's not good. The red light must be bugged. Bugged it must be, unless the computer systems are a little bit bugged. But there's still a red light at the end of the pit lane, meaning nobody can actually hit the circuit. Not good. Not good. But is it just me, or is my viewers have just shot? Does everybody just love the Azerbaijan Grand Prix? Did you do anything differently? No. Is it my camera angle? I feel like, yeah, I started stream whilst the intro was rolling. I was like, this looks, well, whilst I was doing the intro, I was like, this very much feels different. I feel like I'm further right than what I normally am. I feel like I'm further right. Like, is it, like, you guys wouldn't feel it. You guys wouldn't tell a difference. But, like, I feel like I'm further right. You know, further right than left. I feel like I need to be further left. It's just, it doesn't feel right. Nothing feels right. Yeah, because normally you guys can see my sound bar thingy. Yeah, no. Maybe I might keep this camera angle. Hope you guys don't mind. I'm going to plug in my camera because it's a little bit low. Oh, there we go. Boom. Shakalaka. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, but I feel like I'm further right. No, it doesn't feel right. Nothing feels right now. Anyways, we live. We live. For those people that have joined my Discord, I will have leaked something new. I'm actually getting a new setup soon. Once I save up enough money, I'll be able to get OBS. If you don't know what OBS is, it's a streaming software. And that streaming software will allow me to show you guys all the live timings. Absolutely huge. One problem, I don't know how to use OBS. Tech nerds, I'm gonna need you. I don't know how to use OBS. Huge. That's a huge problem. But once I do get that set up, and Thomas, Elizabeth, if you're watching the stream, you will know I'm getting a new setup. Because I will have leaked that on the, oh well, Thomas, you as tech nerd, I trust you to be, you're my tech nerd now. Yep, official tech nerd. There's marshals out in this, huh? What? What is this pure and utter disgracefulness? What is happening? Oh, okay. FP1 has turned into a showground, ladies and gentlemen. There are marshals out, and so I don't know why. They're just standing there. They're just doing nothing. They're just standing there, up against the wall. Wow. This is some real action. Sky Sports, I don't know. I never did these things. Oh, well, then you're not my tech nerd. Oh well. Too bad. Use ChatGPT for menu. Golly. Mate. I'm about to get AI taking over my streams. Uh-oh. It's a world invasion. It's an AI invasion. AI is going to take over my streams now. It's done. It's confirmed. AI is taking over. You won't see me anymore. It's AI. Okay? It's a flipping I. As long as it helps. It might. It might. You never know. But AI is going to take over my streams now. So you're no longer going to see me. AI is taking over. It's official. It's done. It's confirmed. It's flipping confirmed. It's done. Well, during this more or less yellow flag period that we have. Okay. What? Okay. I felt that vibrate the floor. That was my brother's guitar. Huge. Okay. Yeah, I felt that. That's good. There you go. So the session is back underway. I don't know why there was a abrupt halt to nearly 30 minutes of this session, but you know, that's fine. Oh, I almost forgot about him. Jeez. Yeah, it's been a while since Callan's been on stream. It's been a while. It has been a while. Also, update my old commentary. You guys remember my old commentary box? It's been a while since I've been in that commentary box. You guys remember that one? You guys remember that old commentary box? Oh man, it's been a while. Funnily enough, and yes, funnily enough, it's the screen that I use in there it's broken. I think I've told you guys that. But the screen in there is broken, so I'm going to hope I can get that fixed. So, hopefully this is not the last time I'm using this commentary box. That would not be desirable. Why? There's a stream delay. There's a stream delay. I think it should catch up, but I can't remember you saying that. Well, there you go. The screen's broken. Screen is broken. Yeah, so the screen is broken. That's mainly that's the main reason why I'm not using it. The screen in there is broken, and the sound bar in there is broken, so I can't. Yeah. RIP. So yeah, I'm hoping I can get back to using that comp box soon. That would be more or less desirable. Because sitting in this old crusty, musty, dusty chair is crusty, musty, dusty. Not helpful. As we see, Oscar Blendonis, doing a practice starts from the pit lane. I don't know if it's the same, because I've been watching a lot of GT3 lately. And in those GT3, I've heard that with the soft Pirelli rubber, with the soft Pirelli tyre, I don't know why, but Formula 1 people don't call tyres rubber, which that's what tyres are. It's black rubber, but they call it tyres in Formula 1 world. They call it tyre. They call it a tyre, not a... It's rubber. It's rubber. But I don't know if it's the same with this compound of tyre, but that was upside down. But apparently, I've been watching a lot of bloody GT racing. I don't know why, but and you guys would know that from the European Le Mans stream that I did. But okay, get the words out. The tire, the rubber, when it's been sitting in the pit lane and the temperatures drop from high heat, which I don't think it's that hot, to be honest. It's loaded. Perfect. It's not that hot. Track temperature 21 degrees. So temperature, the tire temps, the carcass temps wouldn't be that hot. So I'm guessing the soft tire won't turn as hard in the middle of the tire. So the middle part of the rubber is not going to turn hard. So the surface of the tire won't be as hard, and it won't take as long. With the tyre life will have been taken out of it, more or less. But I don't think that's the way that these DHL tyres work for Formula 1. I don't think that's the way it works. I think that's just the way with the P0 tyre, the P0 Pirelli rubber. I think that's just the way that works. So I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's my mutter on about tyres for the day. That was an extended long conversation for something that didn't need to be that long of a conversation. It literally needed to be 5 seconds. That's how dead I am. My eyes are sore. I'm blinking a lot. My eyes are sore. Golly. Okay, Oscar Piastri heading into the brake zone now of turn number 3. And approaching now turn 4. On approach, you're doing about 300 kilometers an hour on your approach up to turn 3. On the braking marker, down to about 97 kilometers an hour. Well, that happened. It happened. It happened. Now finished. Turn 4 now. On the exit into turn 5, turn 6, the left-right-hander chicane. Through that chicane, you're doing at 90 kilometers an hour, so it's not that big. Turn 7, avoiding the curb as the circuit improves. and the track rubbers in a little bit more, you'll be finding the cars use a lot more curbs. Here, Oscar just struggling with a bit of oversteer as he runs through turn 12 and on the exit of the castle section. So, struggling with a bit of oversteer. Something to note as we head into FP2, FP3, and as the weekend evolves and the track rubbers in, the teams will be noting that. Braking zone, turn 15. On the exit, get the power down, 200 kilometers an hour now. On approach to turn 16 now. Exit using the curb. That curb just unstable the car a little bit, 250 kilometers an hour. Now the left, now the right, flick the car in. On the exit, now the approach to the final corner, turn 20, not really a corner, 320 kilometers an hour, but when you open DRS, which has just happened now, that speed will increase. 334, 335 to the line, and not bad. 144.8 for Oscar Piastri. That is P9. Maybe you can post asking people how you can improve the streams, what they want to see. That way you won't get feedback only from me or Elizabeth. I never thought about that. And again, Thomas, you're probably the smartest guy in this stream in terms of ideas like that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do I could probably do a community post like that. But then the thing is, I'd probably have to do it like shorts. Because I'd probably have to do like a short of it. Because for some reason my community posts aren't turning on the comments. And if they do, it's a very, very rare occasion that it does. Isaac Hadjo now running through the chicane.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's just so annoying. It's just a purpose all the time, so yeah.
Isaac Hadjo up there being held up by a little bit of traffic. What do I mean by a little bit? I just mean one little car. Well, do a short then. Thomas, I will get right onto that. He says that. He says that. He says that. It'll be 6 months. 6 months. Sorry, so, Thomas, you're going to have to wait 6 months. Okay, no, you're not. I will try my best to get onto that. Wait, if I get the time. I will try my best. I will get onto that. No, get in there. Yeah, I'll get onto that. After, as for the cable vid. Yeah, I tend to procrastinate all of those things. As the Mercedes crew sets up for, I think that's George Russell, who is coming into the pit lane. George Russell coming into the pit lane. I guess that's really good. I'm really happy about my life. 13 minutes to go. 13 and a half minutes to go. Whilst I'm here for those people that are watching, and mods, you're not included in this and my mods are Thomas and Elizabeth. Mods, you're not included in this because, you know, you practically come to every stream and you sort of know what you want from the streams. But for those people that do not join the streams, but very rarely, what do you guys want to see from the streams? Mods, you're not included in this, so don't even answer that question. I think it's mostly mods, but that's fine. That's fine. I think it's mostly Thomas. You know what? That's fine. That's perfectly fine. I'll do it in a short. But it was worth the attempt, okay? It was worth the attempt of asking. It genuinely was. It was worth the attempt of asking. It says 3 viewers. I know, it's just popped up 4 on my thingy. So, I don't know what it is, but it's about this Azerbaijan Grand Prix weekend that I feel as if we're going to get a good retention rate, a good viewer rate, chat. Or Thomas. I feel like we're going to get a good concurrent viewer rate this weekend. I don't know what it is. I just have a good feeling. Fernando Alonso up into P11, 144.7. Lando Norris in the McLaren. He is absolutely flying. Flipping rapid. Yeah, hopefully. Lando Norris, absolutely rapid through the first 2 sectors. Will improve this time if he can get the DRS open, which he has, to the line. 1 second faster than Max Verstappen. McLaren are back on pace, 142.702. Still about 3 seconds off the pace of what, by the way, the track lap records. The pole time 2023 was 1 minute 40.2. We got 2.5 seconds off that pace. So it's still quite a way off the pace. Lap record was set by Charles Leclerc, 1:43.0. We've broken that. Talking about that, maybe Elizabeth is just upset that there's no shirtless / cable vid. I think she is, but I think she's sleeping. To be honest, if you ask Siri, say what time is it in Canada, it's like 4 a.m. for her. 5, 6 a.m. So I think she's sleeping. I think she deserves it. Should have used Discord for it now. Now that I think of it. Yes, spam Discord disabled only chat. Yeah, that's smart. That would have woken her up. Yeah, unless you meant something else. But we should have spammed it. It would have woken her up. Speaking of waking up, I want to go to sleep. Golly, still got like 13 minutes until I end stream. One of the McLarens parked quite dangerously there, or I think it's 6, and I saw her live on channel, so RIP I'm kidding. Unless it's some bug. I clicked the wall, you've got a puncture.
Hamilton. Is that a moment?
Hamilton has got a puncture. Uh-oh. That's an uh-oh moment. He's clipped the wall and now he's got a puncture. That's going to be a problem here if Hamilton can't get that car back to the pit lane as we run on board with Kimi Antonelli through turn 17. Yellow flag, track hazard. That is cause of Lewis Hamilton with that puncture. He's clipped the wall and he's now got a puncture. Everybody, make sure you join in for the Fracas streams and the Italian F4 streams. Those will be flipping good. We've got a championship battle going down between Freddie Slater and Matteo De Paolo. In Italian F4, we've got a championship battle going on between Kinaka Mobetta and Gabriel Gomez. But, those championships are so tight. They look not in Italian F4. 51 points. All Kinaka Mobetta has to is win the race, and Gabriel Gomez can score from like the lower. That's all he has to do. But yeah, you can see there that puncture there for Lewis Hamilton. There's also a clipped part of his front wing, so that's a bit of a problem. Charles Leclerc up into second, 1:43.2. He's 8 tenths off the pace of Lando Norris. Oscar Piastri's fourth, 1.1 seconds off the pace. But we've got a championship battle going down in both championships between Freddie Slater and Matteo De Paolo. It's 3 points. 3 points heading into the third final round for Freca. And 51 points between Kinaka Mobetta and Gabriel Gomez. The championship can be wrapped up for Kinaka Mobetta this weekend when they head to Barcelona for the Italian F4 Championship. That could be wrapped up. Meanwhile, in E4, that was on last weekend. I'm not sure what the championship is like there. Can't be bothered to look. But it's going on in both championships. Make sure you go. Make sure you head over to those streams. Those will be live tomorrow night for Freca qualifying. And then Sunday morning. No, not tomorrow night. Sunday morning will be live for the qualifying. And same thing. So Sunday will be a packed day. Saturday, I've got FP2 and FP2 tomorrow morning from 10 a.m. So that should be good. And that's the only stream for the day tomorrow. So, actually from 9 a.m. I've got that stream. 9 a.m. tomorrow. So that should be good. Make sure you're there for FP2 for Formula 1 from 9 a.m. from probably 8:55. So an early stream for you guys. Late stream for Thomas. It's going to be like close to midnight for him. When that stream does start. And then of course, we've got Freca. So you can't miss out on Freca. Gotta be there. Gotta be there. Championship so tight. Matteo De Paolo versus Freddie Slater. 3 points. 2 rookies battling it out for the championship. We did see champion crowned last season. That did go down to the final round in Monza. Hoping that can happen. The championship can't be wrapped up this round. It can be wrapped up next round. in Freca. So it's getting spicy. It is getting flipping spicy. Both championships. So excited. Actually there. Back on the topic of Formula 1. I was about to say Matteo De Paolo. No. Gabriel Bortoleto running to the line. P10, 1.4 seconds off the pace. 144.164 on the soft compound tyres. Only the soft tyres have been used in FP1. Why? Don't know why. Can't answer that question. Yellow flag out for a brief moment. Back to green though. 6 minutes to go. My eyes are twitching like all hell. Stop it. I'm thirsty as fuss. Alex Albon clipping the barrier. Same. God, getting close is the Haas, but this is touching. Just nibbling the signage for Alex Albon. Just nibbling. Not touching, just nibbling. Not touching, nibbling. I think that's a good word to use. Not touching, nibbling. Nibbling at the heels of danger. I did hear in the pre-show though, in terms of Formula 1, the constructors can be wrapped up this weekend. There are 9 rounds to go, and the constructors can be wrapped up. McLaren lead it by 363 points. All McLaren have to do is outscore Ferrari by 9 points. Their closest rivals by 9 points. So, and in opposite direction, if Ferrari outscore McLaren by 13 points, they keep it alive for another round. But then it just goes back the other way, 22 points. McLaren have to outscore them. So, McLaren, more or less ideally, would want to wrap the championship up this weekend, especially the constructors, because there's so much more on the line. You know, you've got that pressure now heading in. If they don't wrap it up this round, they've got that pressure because it just continues to build and build. And then both McLaren drivers, they're in a world of their own at the moment, in terms of the championship. So yeah, it's going to get tighter and tighter at the moment. The more they go on without wrapping up that constructors. And it's crazy to think about that, because most rounds have gone down to Qatar in terms of the constructors. This year, not happening. It's McLaren domination in 2025. Hopefully we can see something different. Max Verstappen has gone straight on. Front left lockup. Down at turn 16. Front left lockup there. What is why? Why? The floorboards are so creaky. It's unbelievable. Like, you can jump and it makes a whole heck load of noise. It's unbelievable. Oscar Piastri just clipping the wall on the exit there at turn 16. You'll see a lot of drivers doing that in the upcoming sessions in FP2 and FP3. And the drivers will just skim closer and closer to those walls as the weekend goes on, because they'll gain more confidence in the cars. Here, but you can see how much the track is cleaned up here. There's not as much dust and dirt, so when that dust and dirt is now cleared, the track will start rubbering in a little bit more. And it will take all 3 practice sessions to rubber in, because it's only FP1. Of course, Formula 2 here this weekend to help that process of qualifying in their sprint race and feature race. I'm going to be watching Formula 2. I'm not going to be streaming it this weekend. I'll be streaming it in not Singapore. I don't know when I'll be streaming it next. But replay there, Max Verstappen locking that left front up there at turn 15. Actually, that's on the entry to turn 15. On the exit of turn 15, on the entry to 16.
It's coming off the ground after braking. There's so much contact.
There is a bit of elevation there. And there's a bit of a dip in the road, which sort of lifts up that tyre. Oscar Piastri there, I'd mentioned that. Just clipping that barrier. But there is a bit of... You can see there, the cars, they're bouncing. They're bouncing on the exit there. And it's just lifting the tyres up a little bit. When the surface of the tyre doesn't hit the ground, it tends to just lock up because it has nowhere to go. The tyre's just spinning in midair for 0.0000001 of a second, and it just locks up. You can't go anywhere. Have no grip. You end up in the wall. So Max Verstappen, good avoidance of knowing that tyre was not touching the ground. Locked up, went straight on, then avoided the Tech Pro barrier. Best way of doing that. And has avoided the wall. So very good job. And very good job for me for explaining that to you guys. Because at, I don't know, 9:30 at night, 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, I'm more or less surprised. 290 kilometres an hour on approach there for George Russell. Hitting the brakes, turn 15. Sliding on the exit, laying down a bit of rubber on the exit there. Half a second up goes George Russell on the exit. Personal best. Turn 17, getting nice and close to the Alpine there. Opening DRS for George Russell, 330 kilometres an hour on approach, 200 miles an hour. Very, very nice. And George Russell running to the line. Fourth does not improve that time on those soft tyres. Maybe he's used the life out of them. As Valtteri Bottas listens over on the comms. Compared, just listening over on the comms. I didn't know what else to say there. As the RB getting close and just having tea with the wall there. Having a bit of dinner. Exchanging paint. Saying, "Oh, I like your paint." "No, ooh, I like your paint." And they've just exchanged it. So, yeah. Yellow flag. Oh, nearly running into the back of the Ferrari there. That is close for Liam Lawson. And if anything, Liam Lawson will not be happy about that. I'm not kidding. That's the closest I've seen so far. Oh, once you've mentioned something about push-up video, or am I going crazy? Not going crazy. You're not going crazy because you're not going crazy as Liam Lawson cuts the chicane, which I can see why, because he wants to get back to the pit lane. He's not exactly happy about that. This is the replay. I'll get to that topic in a moment, Thomas, as this is the replay. Isaac Hadjar under brakes, as the clock ticks over. He's actually locked up. That's Isaac Hadjar locking up. He will spin that car. He has no room to spin the car around. Barriers are so close. Esteban Ocon. Not spinning the car around. Checkered flag waves at the end of FP1. Boom shakalaka. Guess what? First practice done. First practice done. Huge. We love to see it. We love to see it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the low speed stuff, it seems as if, once again, they're not as fast as Oscar Piastri, second in the low speed, so it's not bad. Not bad in terms of pace. Not bad indeed. Okay, we're going to get on to the next topic from Thomas, and that is the push-up vids. Where is that? Where it's upload files. Boom. Hello. I see. Yes, come to Papa. No, don't that. Shut up. Shush. Good. Okay, no leaking. No. YouTube. And boom. Boop. Upload video. Boop. Drag file. Boop. Bam. It's uploaded. Bam, wham, and we're going to title it Push Up. Actually, no. What title? Oh, what should I title? What should I title it? I don't know. Oh, I don't have the brain cells to title it.
Hello, Jack.
Hello. Look who it is. It's...
Do you guys want to hear my guitar playing?
No, I don't. I would very much not like that. at all. That would be very discomforting. Very indeed. Oh, I remember now. Look at him.
You remember me?
Look at him.
I'm the famous guy.
You're not famous. You've annoyed many people in most rings.
No, well, guess what?
What?
I was the person who made my YouTube channel first.
And I've grown faster than you.
Yeah, 'cause you do streams and shit.
No, I just made better content. How do you think I got 135 subscribers?
Most of them are bots.
No. Callan. No. Only because yeah. See? He just starts drama. He loves to have his own little point of view and things. It's
I mean, it's not a point of view.
then what is it?
It's an opinion.
Point of view. It's the same thing.
Point of view is the view of someone else. It's
Callan.
like also it's kind of like a bird's eye view. The point of view is like viewpoint.
Callan,
the
point of
person-
view and opinion are the same thing. Point of view. Point of view of you. Haha, you have some YouTube war thing. Okay. He gets...
If I actually posted, I'd be like so far ahead of him.
Then start posting.
Okay. What to post on? You literally. Okay, guys. He has the videos of what I want to post, and he's like, no, I'm not going to give them to you.
Because I don't want to.
Yeah, so he's restricting me, so he
Yeah, because you need to find your own content. You need to... Okay, I'm going to... Let me do this. Lando Norris tops first practice there over Oscar Piastri, Charles Leclerc in third over George Russell, Alex Albon, Yuki Tsunoda, Max Verstappen. I'll get to this in a minute. Carlos Sainz, Liam Lawson, Isaac Hadjar. They're both RBs inside the top 10 there. And both Red Bulls. A little bit in the mud there. P6, P7.
6,
Gets both McLarens 1 and 2. Kimi Antonelli and Nico Hulkenberg up in P11 and P12. Lewis Hamilton P13. Gabriel Bortoleto P14. Fernando Alonso, Ollie Behrman, Lance Stroll, Esteban Ocon, Franco Colapinto, and Pierre Gasly in the Alpine. Both Alpines P19 and 20. Back to what was it? What we were talking about again? Please give me that back.
You restricting my content.
Okay. You need to come up with your own content.
Yeah, it was filmed. Father said it can be filmed and
Having
posted.
copyright arguments already.
No, it's not copyright. It's not copyright arguments. It's that Dad filmed it for my account. He filmed it so I could post it on my account.
Well, then you should have filmed it on your phone.
Well, my phone is not as good recording of your phone.
You hearing this?
Yeah, 'cause
He's
you have a
using
bloody
me. He's
iPhone.
using me. He's using me.
Exactly.
Give me my speaker
No, I
back.
didn't need you. It's not like you're using it or anything. You need to hold it.
You're putting it against your dick.
Actually, I'm putting
How is that any healthier?
I'm putting it against my tax.
Go away. Stop it! I'm gonna get copyrighted. Anyways, I'm gonna end stream. Oh, there's the iconic Lewis Hamilton moment going off at turn 1.
I'm stupid.
I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. That's the I am stupid moment.
No, it's
Yeah.
Charles
I'll be back to having to reproduce the sound probably. What do you mean? What does he mean by having to reproduce the sound?
Oh, this bit.
Oh, that. Yeah.
The Ryder Cup is
6-7.
almost upon us, so I've got a
The Ryder Cup is the golf thing.
Oh. Interesting. I don't care what Sky Sports do at the moment. Yeah, Thomas, Elizabeth, I'll be back tomorrow. Or, yes, tomorrow from 9 a.m. I've got to go out from like 11. So, Leonard and I, though, Tops FP1. I'm going to be streaming from 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
You know what you should do?
What?
Streams at Gold Coast.
I was going to do that.
But like in the house, just like.
You know, you've just totally leaked a video ID.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
That was going to be a video.
Clip it.
Oh, okay, now you, okay, I'm going to pause this before Callum decides to, turn that on, because that's ads.
Clip it.
See, Thomas, if you don't see videos for the next 10 months, you know why.
Clip it.
You know why.
All I want is the 2 videos of me. And then I'll be off your boobs.
You hearing him? Give me my speaker back.
I'm trying to have some fun.
Fun is not allowed in this room. Anyways, I'll be back for FP2 tomorrow morning, Sunday morning. FP2 is the only stream I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I'll be back. You can take it. Frecker will be live for qualifying Sunday morning. Then Italian F4 and Frecker race 1. Then followed by FP3 for Formula 1 and qualifying that afternoon. Then Monday will be the race day for Formula 1. Then followed by Frecker race 2 and Italian F4. Italian F4 will be race 2 for qualifying, which will be on Sunday. Then race 2 for Frecker will be Monday afternoon. Race 3 as well for Italian F4 that afternoon as well. In Italian F4, the championship can be wrapped up between Kinako Berta and Gabriel Gomez, and between Freddie Slater and Matteo De Palo. That can be not wrapped up this weekend, which will make it even more interesting. So make sure you're there. I'll catch you guys. I don't know when. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. You might even see this lazy butthead in this stream.
You're probably gonna wake me up, bro.
I probably will.
Okay. So guys,
Okay.
he's gonna delay his stream unless
I'm not gonna delay my stream for shoot. For you, I'm not gonna delay my stream.
for Dad.
For Dad, possibly. For you, you'd get 10 hours, 12 hours sleep and you'd fine. If you could go to bed now and you'd be fine. Bloody hell. But yeah, if you guys enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next stream, which will be tomorrow morning from like 10 past 9 or 9 a.m. depending.
I stole it.
Stop. I'll see you guys then. Goodbye. Stop it. I'm ending it now. Shush.
Why aren't you ending it?
Wait.
Why aren't you ending it? Ender it. End it.
End it already.
End it. End the bloody stream. It doesn't take that.
Wait,
just
no.
press the end button. It's right there.
It's
Just
not.
press
No.
it.
No. No. No.
Just
Stop.
press
Stop.
it.
Stop it. YouTube. Stop ads. Stop with the ads. Okay. Okay. It's done. It's done. There we go.
What is pressing?
This is getting awkward, lol.